Hello, my friends. This week in reading, it's going to kind of be self-guided, which means that you are going to get to choose the book that you want to read and do some research with. We're still doing text features. I know we've been doing text features a long time, but you know, all those tests that we took while we were in school, looking at the grades that you guys got and the questions that you got wrong, we know that text features were one of the things that we really struggled with. So that's why we're doing it so much. It does have a purpose. So I'm going to show you how to set up your notebook first, so that once we go to Mayan, you'll already have your notebook set up. Okay, so here's our notebook. I'm going to turn to my reading section. Just like always, we're going to put our name at the top. You're going to put the date. Whatever date you're doing this on is what you're going to write. So how you're going to set up your notebook is you're going to write a title of the book. Okay, so everybody's title is going to be different, so I'm not going to write my title yet. Okay, so the title of the book, and what you're doing is going on a text feature hunt. So I want you to look through whatever nonfiction book that you choose, whatever interests you. You could do animals, you could do space, you could do tornadoes, you could do insects, you could do gross things, whatever you want to read on Mayan. Okay, just make sure it has some text features. Okay, and then you're going to write the title of the book. And then say you're going through the book and on the cover, there's a photograph, okay? So you might write cover, photograph, okay? And then the most important thing about text features is not just to find them, but to tell me their purpose. Why are they there? So why is there a photograph on the cover of your book, okay? So you're going to write one sentence to tell me what you learned from that, okay? I'm going to show you more of an example. I'm going to go through a book and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that, okay? So I'm going to stop sharing that picture and I'm actually going to share my screen with you next so that I can show you what I am reading on Mayan, okay? So I just went, I don't know why that green square is there, just ignore that. I just went to Mayan and I went to the little browse button here, okay? So, why that green screen is there? Get out of here. Okay, so I just went to browse because I'm not sure what I want to read yet. So I'm just gonna browse around. Animals, and we've talked a lot about animals. I'm not really interested in that right now. Oh, hobbies, that might be something interesting. While this time that we're at home, there's probably a lot of hobbies, sports. I know a lot of you like science. I'm gonna go to this section right here, scary and gross. This was a really hot topic in my class, Ms. Ricardo's class. I'm sure that you guys liked this one too. So you can go to this section called disgusting, and there's 87 books here. Monsters and mythical creatures, scary, unexplained mysteries. I'm gonna click on disgusting. Oh my gosh, there's so many scary stuff here. Ugh. So I'm just gonna peruse, I'm just gonna go down, I'm gonna see if something catches my eye. What do I wanna learn about? Oh my gosh, poop and puke eaters. That calls to lots of boys that I can think of in my class. And what's cool about this week is if you want to read about that, cool, we'll go for it. I am okay with that. I'm going to click on killer whales on the hunt. I'm going to see if that's a good one. Now remember, when you're doing text features, you don't have to read the whole book. So if you open this book and you're like, oh my goodness, this book is way too hard for me or way too easy for me, then you don't have to read the text. You just are finding the text features, okay? So I'm gonna write the title of the book on my paper, which you can't see right now, but I'll show you in a little bit. Killer whales on the hunt. And I told you that I found a photograph because usually in nonfiction text, there is a photograph on the cover. So from the photograph, what did I learn? The thing that's jumping out at me is all these teeth. Do you see that? Now, there was no text to tell me that, but it looks like killer whales have sharp, lots of sharp teeth. So I'm going to write that. I'm going to say the photograph. I'm just going to write photo for short. The photo showed me that killer whales have many, and I'm going to put a comma because I want to write another word, many sharp white and scary looking teeth. Okay, I'm going to put a period at the end of my sentence, and then I'm going to move on to find a new text feature. Now, as soon as I come to the first page, I see a heading, I see a bold word, I see another photograph, I see a little caption down here. Okay, so I'm actually going to focus on this caption right here. I know in the tools section, let me move my little head. I think, yep, I can highlight this because this is what I'm going to be focusing on. So in my notebook, I'm still on the same title, so I don't have to change my title, but I'm at a new page number. So this is on page 5. And I see, it's actually a caption and a bold word. So I'm just going to write caption / bold word, okay, because they're kind of the same. So when I read the text, it says a pod of killer whales slowly swims through the water. It doesn't actually tell me what a pod is, but down here in the caption, it does. So I'm going to say the caption told me a pod is a group of whales. A period at the end, and I'm actually going to make my pod bold word just like they did in the text. Okay. Oops. Okay, now as I keep flipping through, I see a killer fact up here. So it's kind of like a fact bubble or a fact box or a text box, you could call it. And then I'm flipping through. Remember, I'm just looking for text features, maybe looking for a map, maybe looking for a diagram or a chart. Ooh, I see some labels. Okay, so I'm looking on, this is page 22 and 23, and I see labels. Okay, now looking at this, I can tell that the labels are showing me the parts or the body parts of the killer whale. And actually, they tell you the text feature right here. This is a diagram that includes labels. Okay, so I'm actually going to write labels and diagram. Okay, so my sentence is going to say the labels on the diagram showed me the body parts of a killer whale. And then I'm going to put a period at the end. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing this screen because I've run out of space. And I'm going to show you what my notebook looks like. Okay, so as I was going through the book, there's my title, Killer Whales on the Hunt. So on the cover, I found a photograph. The photo showed me that killer whales have many sharp, white, and scary looking teeth. There's my sentence to tell me the purpose. So here's the title. Here's the text feature. I'm just going to put TF. And then the purpose. Okay. And that was just one that I did. Okay. And then here's the page number, the caption in a bold word, and I just wrote, the caption told me a pod is a group of whales. Okay. And then I made pod bold, just like they had in the book. And then my last one, the page numbers here with labels and diagram, and I told you what the purpose of labels and diagram were. Okay. You can go through one book. If you find a lot of text features, go ahead and see if you can find about 5. That would be my goal for you. See if you can find 5 text features. And then if you need to go to another book, it's okay. You can read multiple books. You don't have to just read one, because sometimes some books, they only have photographs and text. Sometimes they don't have, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Sometimes they don't have a whole bunch of text features. So if you find one in one book, that's fine. Just write the title and then just write a new title for your next book. Okay? Remember, any topic you want, you can learn about anything this week. It is up to you. You're doing a text feature hunt. Okay? Have fun, learn some new information, and I can't wait to see what you write.